Welcome to Royal TV. The cost of the Duke of Sussex's most recent endeavor is very astounding considering that he only recently inked a $140 million contract with Netflix. Stay tuned, this video has full details. Please, if you are new to my channel, take a moment to press the subscription button below and turn on the notification bell for the latest daily news. You just need to glance at two figures to understand how Megxit's bold, history-altering endeavor is faring. The first is $1.48 million, or roughly 3 years ago, in February 2020, when freshly liberated Prince Harry was rumored to have been paid that figure to address a group of overpaid, overhyped, and over-there-by-the-bar bankers at an investment symposium in Florida. The royal had just blown up his royal profession in favor of freedom in North America a few weeks prior, and this first, apparently compensated appearance hinted at the future, exclusive events, a select guest list, and huge payments. The second price is $34.20, or $61 for viewers in Australia, and it applies to anyone in the UK with an internet connection and a NatWest Savers account who wants to attend a virtual event this weekend and hear Harry speak. Well, that and not having any other Saturday evening plans at 5 o'clock. The organizers are aware that the bars are open, right? According to the website, the 38-year-old will address living with loss and the necessity of personal recovery with Dr. Gabriel Mate. The registration price also includes a copy of Spare. If somebody doesn't have a pocket calculator handy, that represents a $1,479,966 decrease in how much does it cost to hear HRH's horsey side in just 36 months. It appears like Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, have the world at their feet and the royal family on the ropes. If there was ever a way to show how much has changed since those heady early weeks following the Megxit, this is it. Harry has demonstrated this year that familiarity creates low standards and contempt, among other things. The Sussexes reportedly inked 3 significant content deals with Penguin Random House in 2021 for a reported $9.86 million, Netflix for an estimated $148 million, and Spotify for $26.7 million in 2020, for 3 books, each title. Although the totals are all enormous, the trend line only appears to point in one way. The Duke and Duchess are caught in a catch-22 because their only valuable commodity is their willingness to throw open the doors of royal life and dish the dirt gleefully. However, the more they do that, the less interesting it is to hear them yammer on about family conflicts, and as a result, the less value their revelations have. Fans of UK Harry can see him talk and get a copy of Spare for $34. Because to their own actions, Harry and Meghan are ensnared in a world of diminishing returns. As soon as Harry traveled to that Florida in February 2020, indeed, the novelty of seeing a real-life Duke in the flesh was out of this world. Harry and Meghan are currently merely a part of the West Coast celebrity furniture, appearing on TVs to promote their most recent commercial endeavors, such as a named replica of the Kardashian-Jenner complex. The Sussexes' uniqueness and exquisite rarity, their royal status, have virtually vanished as a result of their exile to the royal family's outer echelons. In contrast to the US, where they have for years been about as popular as dental hygiene or tripe for tea, these individuals were hailed as heroes for having challenged a dominant institution that represented privilege and was as white as a ghost. Photo of the Napazin commercial following. Nevertheless, Harry and Meghan's fortunes have changed overnight. According to Newsweek, they went from having comfortably favorable net approval ratings in December to having significantly worse ratings in February, both of which were all-time lows. The Duke has lost an astounding 48 points in less than 3 months, while the Duchess has lost 40 points. What has emerged is that the US, and the rest of the globe, appears to have reached a total saturation threshold for Sussex, and its whingers, our US business model is currently looking about as safe as investing in Enron stock or purchasing cryptocurrency. However, the Sussexes' poor statistics don't end there. When Oprah Winfrey spoke with the Sussexes in March 2021, just under 18 million Americans tuned in to watch the absolutely wild host's hard-nosed journalistic instincts, a made-for-meme exercise in mutually assured brand benefits. When Harry appeared on American 60 Minutes in January of less than 2 years later, that figure had just surpassed 11 million. In other surveys, Variety discovered that only 10% of respondents had listened to Meghan's Archetypes podcast, whereas 30% of respondents had seen Oprah and 20% had viewed their Netflix show. How and why did Harry and Meghan's situation alter so drastically and so quickly? Are people simply tired of them? They have become so pervasive in culture that South Park took a break from fart jokes this year for an entire program to make fun of them. Or perhaps the fact that they are prepared to invest so much time, effort, and celebrity capital in repeatedly taking potshots at Buckingham Palace turns them off. They may appear to many Americans to be a little pointless, hangovers from the imperial era with about as much to contribute to society as VHS technology, but do they really deserve to be repeatedly attacked by one of their own? On The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Prince Harry flaunts a broken necklace. Image, CBS. Harry and Meghan operate much like two people who have recently joined Scientology, CrossFit, or have stopped eating gluten. Erroneously believing that we are all as enthralled by their cause as they are. Saws. Or maybe respect is the key to it all. What have the Sussexes accomplished to gain Americans' respect? For a while, their decision to give the monarchy a jolt put them in good standing with the U.S. populace, who have enjoyed mocking the Limeys ever since George III was still sharp in the 18th century. Yet the issue is that this still serves as their defining characteristic because they have fallen short of going above and beyond the average wealthy individual with their own philanthropy in terms of charitable endeavors. Undoubtedly good content, but it might use some work. In retrospect, Harry and Meghan have been working on content for the past 3 years. They have sometimes emerged from their cashmere cocoon to promote their current cause before fading into the background, making about as much of an impression as a marshmallow on a brick wall.